Chance996 here, another review, this time of Batman Arkham City Deluxe Mr. Freeze. So here you go. So as you can see, it comes in the standard deluxe box. You've got a nice picture of Mr. Freeze on the side there. Whoa. And then on the back, you have Mr. Freeze, a little bio about the game, a little bio about the character. Also available, Killer Croc, and then coming soon, it says November, Titan Joker. But I have heard some things that say that might be coming out in 2013. I'm not sure though, but really hope it comes out in November. So anyway, so here is Mr. Freeze. So this figure has, it's a good figure. I don't think anybody is complaining that the figure isn't good. Just a lot of people are complaining that it shouldn't be a deluxe. We shouldn't have to pay almost double for it because it's pretty much a basic figure. But I totally see that. I definitely think that he is way too big to be way too small to be a deluxe, and he's not too big to be a basic. So I really wish that they did a basic. But still, for the deluxe price that you pay, you do get your money's worth, in my opinion, as far as just the figure in general. So as you can see here, here's his face. Great face. His chin and his nose kind of have like a little frost coloring on it. It looks pretty alright. I love the detail all throughout it, just the whole black, the different shades of black, the silver like metal, and then the blue highlights. It looks fantastic. He does have an amazing looking suit. I was a big fan of this Mr. Freeze, the way that he looked in the game, so it's wonderful to get a figure of him. I love these two huge tanks. They're like the Venom tanks in Bane. Then you've got this little backpack, and then you've got more smaller tanks on the back here. It just looks great. I love the designing of the kind of like whatever, like those bee things. I can't remember, but whatever, that design looks great. The feet and legs are fantastic. Overall, it is a beautifully looking figure. I mean, it's got all this black with these bright blue highlights in it. It's great. He comes with a couple things. First of all, he comes with a base, standard base for a basic figure. And so if he fits that base, he shouldn't be called a deluxe, but whatever. A little shield to his thing that you can just pop that right on. I haven't yet to pop that on though, just because when you put it on, I've heard that it's hard to get it off, and then you can't move the head. So I'm gonna leave it off. Maybe one day when I just have him in a standard place that I don't want to move him, I've got him all set up, then maybe I'll pop that on one day. But at least for now, I'm gonna leave it off. Comes with a nice gun. Really cool, just like he has in the game, that Penguin takes. Pretty nicely done. And yeah, not too much going on with the gun, but still looks really nice, good. As far as articulation, he's got a ball joint head, ball hinge shoulders, hinge elbows, swivel, does he have a swivel wrist or anything? No, I don't think that he does. So yeah, so then he's got a swivel hips, swivel thigh, hinge knees, and swivel ankles. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, he might have a swivel over here somewhere. I cannot remember, and I don't want to risk breaking it. But overall, he looks great. One thing that is a suggestion that I have thought of that could make this guy worthy of being called a deluxe figure is if they had like a little joystick in the back that when you pull it one way, his head turns, just so that, you know, even if his head is reduced to a swivel, you still get you were able to move it with the shield up on his whole thing here. Just with this up, you could have that up and still allow his head to turn, and then it also warrants a deluxe title, although it wouldn't, but it would be helpful to call it a deluxe if he had that little swivel thing. That would have been cool, but they didn't. But overall, it's a stunning looking figure. I mean, if this was a basic, I'd say go out and buy as many as you can. But considering this is a deluxe, he's certainly a worthy purchase. I mean, they put his name as a deluxe because they knew it's not going to affect people from buying them, and it certainly hasn't. So I do recommend it as a deluxe, even though it's the price. I think that it's a shame that, you know, even though that they know that they can get that price for it, should they really? Couldn't they just be nice? And the other thing is, the Mad Hatter is so small, and they call him a basic. So if they just called this guy a basic, you know, even though he's a tiny bit bigger than a basic figure, they would still be able to justify it because of the Mad Hatter and being in there and stuff. Here he is with the basic figure. He is taller and bulkier. I will say that. So he is definitely not the average size basic, but he is still a he is still not able to be called a deluxe, I think. But still, I really am happy with it. I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have not bought it. I really like it, and do not regret the purchase, even though it's more than I'd like to spend. But still, very nice, and highly recommended if you are willing to pay the deluxe price for it. So there you go. And also, here he is with Killer Croc. As you can see, Killer Croc has more articulation than Mr. Freeze and is so much bigger. So you just get so much more of your money with the Croc. So if you're going to have to get one, it's Killer Croc all the way. And then if you want to get the other one, then Mr. Freeze is he's definitely nice to have, but definitely go for Croc first. So there you go. So that's my review of Arkham City Deluxe Mr. Freeze. Thanks for watching.